We're going to do a little carbonara tonight. A big shout out to Stewie Gibbs. Gibbles, you asked for this, I'll deliver. So what I'm going to do is I've got some bacon just done. Now the thing with the bacon is you've got to make sure that you get that kind of crispy. You don't want it too much like ham. And in doing so, you'll get that extra crunch. Now you could use, I didn't put any oil in there, just straight bacon. You could use a pancetta. I'm going with the bacon. I'm going to add a couple of things in there whilst that's going. I've got a little bit of garlic there, just to put that in, just give it a flavour. Now, I'm also going to put in, again, a little twist on the carbonara, just to give it that kind of bit of green, some zucchini, okay? And this doesn't necessarily need to cook, because it's been well grated up. Just one zucchini in there. We'll just allow it to kind of sit. You don't need to cook much of it. That's kind of done. Just let that sit in there. Now, I've got the water going. Okay, some boiling water, just a pinch of salt. Given that there's a lot of salt kind of going on with the bacon, we don't have to add too much salt. So I'm going to put in the spaghetti. You can use an angel hair or whatever kind of spaghetti you've got or pasta you've got. Kind of, I think, the size of about a 50-cent piece. Right, enough water there to cover it up. In there, that takes the longest part, okay? Now, if you just whip down here and I'll show you some of the ingredients for the sauce itself. I can literally turn that off, put the lid on that, that doesn't need to cook anymore. Now, with the sauce for the carbonara, it's as simple as I've got some parmesan already grated there. You can buy parmesan already grated up, but I'll just grate up some finely grated parmesan. Now, 4 egg yolks, okay? 4 egg yolks into there. So that's a little bit tricky, but what you want to do is just the egg yolks, okay? We don't need the egg whites. So if you can, just set a little game of egg yolk hockey there, okay? 4 of those into here. Just carefully doing that so you don't break the egg yolks. Now you can use these egg whites for something else. You could make, you could do some meringue or something with it. A couple of other tricky things you want to do it. You could even just put it into an omelette without the yolk. Whatever you want to do, don't waste it. That freezes too well, actually, egg whites. Okay, so 4 egg yolks, that hasn't broken, so that's all right. 4 egg yolks, just the yolks in there. Now, the trick to this as well is when we get that pasta going, all we really need to do is, let's just do one more, is mix a little bit of the water from the pasta water in as well. That helps, that keeps that kind of glossiness up. We caught it. And let's put a little bit of pepper in that. And so what we're doing, we're literally just mix it up. Now, this is the sauce. So when we put this in with the pasta, you get the heat from the pasta, a little bit of the water from the pasta, and that cooks in beautifully. What you don't want to do is make a scrambled egg, okay? So you take those whites out, you be careful with how you place it in. I'm going to show you how to do that. Just mixing it in like this, and this becomes your carbonara sauce with a little bit of that pasta water as well. You can see I've got a couple of chunks of parmesan, that's right. So that's going to blend in. That's beautiful, that's perfect, that's exactly what I want. Right, let's just check that pasta. Whilst that's probably going to take 20 or so minutes, 15 or so minutes. Wonderful, we can let that cook. That's ready to go. Ooh, bit of vibrations. And we'll come back when that's cooked and I'll show you, just folding it all in, okay? With some, maybe you want to whack some chilli in, whatever to taste in terms of salt and pepper. We've got the zucchini going as well. You could do a spring onion, or you could do parsley or any other kind of green to mix it in, maybe even peas, whatever. Except we don't have peas here, for the devil. So that's our little carbonara. We're going to show you the next step as that pasta cooks, and we'll come back to you shortly. Pasta is done, a little al dente. It's just not too overcooked, not too under. Now what we want to do is, as I said, we want to use a little bit of, let's take the lid off that, a little bit of the pasta sauce and mix it in here. That just helps with that kind of glossiness, okay? Don't overdo it. So a little bit of that pasta sauce. Now this here, you mixed, this is your beautiful carbonara sauce. Okay, you'll see I've got a couple of lugs of butter in there as well. So I'm going to use that to help get some out. You could use oil, just a couple of bits of olive oil, or loads of olive oil. What do you prefer? I kind of prefer the butter. It's a bit kind of nicer. Now, also with the zucchini part, the other part reason for the zucchini in there is to, look at that, just mix it through, is to, and that'll break up. So let's put the zucchini in to take away that kind of, the real richness that comes with this dish. It kind of helps break it up with some greens like that. Okay, so let's put all the pasta in. It might even be easy if we drain that first. You'll notice it's quite glossy with that pasta water in there. That's what you want, that really kind of glossy, not gluggy flavour of the carbonara. Right, and we literally just fold that in. You might chili it up, whatever you want to use to give it that extra spice. I've got a bit of extra parmesan there for the topping. Okay, let's use our little doobie. Where'd it go? Where's my little doobie? There it is. Yep. Okay, and I'm just literally folding that through, getting that liquid, getting the cooked crispy bacon. I said you might want to add chili to it. I'll add chili after. And just to the point where you can see that all the sauce is mixed in. Now, if you weren't going to use that zucchini, you could also do like broccolini or anything that you want. As I said, mentioned before, peas. Look at that, beautiful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. We're going to plate that up and eat it while it's hot. Thanks for joining.